Welcome to the Brandless Facebook Live.
Hi everyone, how are you guys? We are in the Brandless Retail Lab. I am Helena Hounsell, our social media manager, and this is our amazing head of partnerships, Leanne Grant.
Hello.
And today we have not only some really exciting news, but we want to tell you guys more about our partnership with Feeding America, why hunger matters, and how we give back. And we would love to know how you're giving back in your city and your community as well.
Awesome. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for joining us. I think you guys are all familiar with Brandless, but we, from the beginning, really wanted to make sure we were giving back in a variety of ways to our communities. One thing we stand for as a company is just that everyone deserves better,
Totally.
and better doesn't have to cost more.
Yeah.
And so for a lot of people in our community, just the fact that we offer $3 products, better for you products, an affordable price, and that we deliver to your door is like amazing in itself.
Yeah.
So I'm going to drop a lot of stats today.
I love it. I love it.
To learn.
They do.
But for example, almost 24 million people in the U.S. live in a food desert. And what a food desert is either kind of a combination of low income and or low access communities. So just places where it's really hard to get affordable, high quality food, right? So it could be a rural area where there's no grocery stores nearby, or it could be a very urban area where there's low income, or you can't walk to a grocery store. So as I said, it's about 24 million people who live in a food desert, and it's just difficult for them to find high quality, affordable products. And so Brandless itself is helping to kind of solve that problem.
Yeah, I love that. And I know, the one statistic that I really like to throw out, or that I think is important, is it's not a number. It's actually the fact that people are struggling with hunger in every single county and congressional district in the United States. So for everyone that's just starting to join us right now, we would really love to hear your city and state and where you're tuning in from, because we know that hunger touches every local community and a lot of us. And so speaking more to that would be amazing.
Yep.
And we actually, our first question is about, do you donate a meal in the USA or other countries?
Yeah, that's a great question. First, I'm going to tune in with my city and state.
Yes.
I live in San Francisco, California. I grew up in Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay.
I went to college in Chicago, Illinois. Can
Okay,
I share those?
I
What are
think
yours?
you should. Okay, so I'll call out some really great ones. So I was born in Atlanta, Georgia. I grew up in Austin, Texas. Went to high school in upstate New York. And then I went to school in Washington, D.C.
Oh, wow. So all over the country.
So all over the country. So
Okay.
we would love to hear, what city and states you guys are tuning in from, and any questions you have about our good.
What was the question again?
Do you donate a meal to the USA or other countries? And I think, we have some more people joining us, so just explaining why we're here and what today means.
So we're here today talking about how Brandless gives back. And so we partner with Feeding America, which is the nation's largest network of food banks and food pantries in the U.S. And so their impact is working with all 50 states, Puerto Rico, etc. So they do not donate outside the U.S.
Yeah.
That's a great question. But to us, giving back is not just about Feeding America. It's about volunteering every month as a company, providing those opportunities to really interact with people in our communities. But we also want to understand how you guys give back.
Yeah.
And the reason that we're doing this Facebook Live today is because we just announced that we've donated, with your help, 1 million meals to Feeding America. And so we're super happy to acknowledge that we've been able to do that with your support. And so in order to help you all give back even more today and tomorrow, anything you buy, anytime you shop on Brandless.com, we're going to donate 10 meals to Feeding America. So trying to give back even more with your help.
Yeah, which is really exciting.
Yeah.
So let's go to, we've worked with Feeding America, but why is the give so important to Brandless kind of as a whole? And why was it something that was here when we launched, and why will it always be a part of our brand and our team, and why is it so important to us?
Yeah, so Brandless is first and foremost a community, right? And so we, on the back of every product, let's see if I can find one, we print, here at Brandless, we put people first. which means value and value stick together. So when we talk about putting people first, it's making sure that our products are high quality and that we're thinking about the people in our community. And we recognized early on that, you know, there's people in our communities who don't have $3, right? So before we even launched, we partnered with Feeding America, and we wanted to be part of our ethos to give back in a variety of ways. And so they are a great partner because food insecurity and hunger are such a big issue in the U.S. There's 42 million people who are food insecure in America. And as Helena said earlier, and you guys are chiming in with your city and states, people are hungry in every single county and congressional district in the U.S. So it's not kind of a issue in just the Midwest or the Southwest or the West Coast or whatever. It's every single person. So that's why we partner with Feeding America. They do great work, and want to give back to them even more.
I love that. And I just want to give a shout out to everyone who's on. So McCord, Sarah, Melina, Shelly, Megan, Kristen, Terry, Trisha, Melina, thank you guys so much for tuning in, sharing with us your city and state. And I just want to share, so we did ask if you could tell us how you're giving back in your local community. So Catherine is from Elmhurst, Illinois, and she says, my mom and I are part of an organization called United Community Concerns, where we help to feed close to 300 families within our town that are in need. We do mobile pantries and provide everything they need to make Thanksgiving meals at home.
I love that. That's
I love
so
that.
Great.
Thanks for sharing, Catherine.
Thank you.
So there's actually really something that's interesting about Thanksgiving and holidays. Can you speak to that and, you know, food banks in general and how Feeding America food banks really help to give back?
Yeah, so a lot of people volunteer over the holidays. I think there's a lot of awareness around it, which is amazing, as people are sitting down to their Thanksgiving meal or their Christmas meal. And so people are often volunteering on those days around Black Friday. And there's even Giving Tuesday, which is the day after Cyber Monday, where a lot of companies talk about giving back. And we think that's awesome, but we also realize that people are hungry every single day. And so that's why we want to work with you all, our community, to give back and support people throughout the year, volunteering all the time. So we as a company offer opportunities to volunteer at least once a month. And then as a whole company, go every quarter to a food bank or a food pantry to really just like try to give back more. And it's actually interesting. So the summer is a really good time to give back because school's not in session. And so there are about 1 in 6 children who face hunger in the U.S. and there 22 million of them are getting free or reduced price meals at school. So when school's not in session, there's actually a huge crisis where kids aren't able to get free or subsidized foods. And so I think for me that was really interesting to really learn and understand and think about ways we could give back to schools as well. So I'd love to hear how our community gives back.
Yeah, so, you know, people are saying now, you know, it's awesome. Hello, Vicky, Sandra, Terry. It's fun that everyone's checking in and telling us how much they love Brandless. And just to remind everyone, you know, everything on Brandless is $3 and it's access to amazing goods, but we understand that not everyone has $3. So we're talking more right now about our Give Back program with Feeding America, and right now talking a little bit more about why the summer months are really important, especially for children. And I have this question because we get it a lot from our community of how, if I wanted to help children specifically, or if I wanted to share it with a certain family, could I do that through Brandless? And how has Brandless helped to either help certain communities in different ways?
Yeah, so because our communities all across the U.S., we partner with Feeding America because they are all across the U.S., right? So our biggest goal is to help support kind of everyone in our community. And so that's why we donate a meal with every purchase on Brandless.com to Feeding America. We have some field guides of how to volunteer on our blog.
We do.
And so I recommend that people go there or just go to the Feeding America website and find your local food bank or food pantry, sign up. You know, we do it, we like to sign up months out in advance and go at least once a month because then it kind of becomes part of your habit. Text some friends, bring them, just like go out and volunteer. I think that's the easiest way to do it. And even if it might seem like a hassle, once you start thinking about it, like once you go, you're gonna love it. So highly recommended.
Highly recommended. It makes you just feel so good that you're helping people, and that, you know,